All right, how you all doing? This is my what's in the bag. I'm here at Palm Garden Resort, and first thing that we can talk about is the bag itself. So this is the Ping Hu for Light. It's it's really one of the best bags that you can get right now. It comes in a lot of different colors. It's got everything that you need. It's got very comfortable shoulder straps. It has a secret stash. It's got the access pocket, so in case you drop anything in there. It's got insulated pockets for water. It's got everything you need, and it's such a beautiful bag as well. It just looks great. It has this really, really cool umbrella holder, so your umbrella is concealed right there. It doesn't show off too much, and yeah, it's just a really good bag. It's got little pockets over here for pens and teas and all that. So the first club that I want to talk about is by MD Golf. It's my 56 degree wedge. It's my highest lofted wedge, my sand wedge, right? I don't have a lob wedge, but this is basically it, And it has this circular pattern milling on it. And this particular model is the NV Drew club. Right, so Norman Drew, he's a professional golfer from Ireland back in the day, and he's the first golfer ever to play in the Ryder Cup, and he was renowned for his short game. And yeah, this was a tribute to him before he passed away, and it's got incredible spin on it. It feels good. Shaft is a little bit skinny, but you know what? If you have light hands around the green, that's a good thing.
So I wanted to show you a little bit of chipping around the green with my 56 degree wedge. So I'm on the fringe, got a little bit of long grass to get over, and it looks like, between 5 to 10 yards. These are the lightest chips that I can do. Anything shorter than this, I would probably just use my putter. I have no problem using a high lofted wedge around the green. I think it's a lot of fun.
Next club that I want to talk about is my gap wedge. All right, so it's a 50 degree, so there's a 6 degree gap right there. It's by Wilson Staff. It has a satin finish to it. It's forged. It's 50 degrees with 8 degrees of bounce. So this thing, I pitch with it. If it's anything under 100 yards, I might pitch with it. Yeah. Or I can chip around the green with it, depending if it's a little bit further away. I only really chip with these two clubs. I don't really chip with my pitching wedge much, but let's talk about the next set, which is my iron set. Starting at pitching wedge, all the way down to 5. It's the Mizuno JPX 923 forged. All right. And this thing is so buttery soft. Feels so good. All right, the pitching wedge starts at 44 degrees, so that's another 6 degrees of gap after my gap wedge. And it's got the NS Pro 950 GH Neo shaft at 98 grams. It's a stiff flex. This thing has a smooth kick to it, and even though it's light, it's very stable. So it has a thin top line, compact shape, looks, feel, and sound. This club is amazing. And after the 5 iron, because I can't hit a 4 iron, I have a 4 hybrid by the same brand, same line. It's the JPX Fly High 4 hybrid. Absolutely beautiful. It has a satin black finish to it. It's the only club in my bag that has a regular flex. It's the UST recoil shaft. And all my clubs have oversized or jumbo grips. My driver has a jumbo max grip. All right. So this thing feels amazing. It has kind of like a low pitch thud to it, a little bit hollow feeling. But you know what? This is a true 4 iron replacement. So it doesn't go like crazy distances like a wood. I have something for that. That's a 3 wood. And I wanted a 3-wood because I wanted to get maximum distance off of the deck. I didn't want to use a 5 hybrid because I felt like it was too close to my 4 hybrid. Sorry, man, I didn't want to get a 5 wood because I felt like it would be too close to my 4 hybrid. So I got a 3 wood instead. It's the Callaway Rogue ST Max D. D stands for draw biased, and it's at 16 degrees. This thing has a shallow face. It's easy to hit. It just works every single time. And you know what? It just flies. It goes up in the air, and it honestly, I feel like it goes further than my driver sometimes. So my driver, another great value product by Wilson. It's the D7 at 10.5 degrees. So my metal woods don't have any adjustability because it's all about looks, feel, and sound for me, right? This thing is lightweight, and the sound that it makes, it just sounds so strong. It's like a rocket. Love it. So the last club that I want to talk about is my putter. So my putter is by Cleveland. It's the HB Huntington Beach Soft Premier, shape number 8. Look at that milling. Something you would expect from absolute premium, top-notch putters, but at a budget-friendly price. So I wanted something that was non-glare. This has kind of a dark gray, platinum kind of finish to it. And the grip is a lambkin pistol shape, and it feels so stable. All right, so I'm going to do a few putts right here. And I'm going to be putting with my ball of choice, the Bridgestone Tour B RXS. This thing is soft, suitable for swing speeds below 105. It's kind of mid-trajectory. So yeah, I mean, I do use cheap balls as well, secondhand balls when I feel like it. But you know what, when I'm playing somewhere nice or I feel like I can keep the ball in play, I'm going to be using a premium ball, and this is the ball that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to do a few putts right here. Oh, just a bit short, but yeah. So I've talked about my bag, I've talked about my clubs, talked about the ball that I use. And the last thing that I might want to show you is my rangefinder. So my rangefinder is by a brand called Milesy. It's got the slope function, all right? You can change from meters to yards, all right? You just point, focus, click it. And this thing was super cheap. I got it secondhand. Incredible. So yeah, that's my bag. All right, I do have one more thing that I want to show you is my umbrella. When it gets super hot, like right now, I almost never play when it's drizzling, but this is more for the sun. It's got that UV protection. It's by Under Armour. It's humongous. And